Good afternoon, everybody. I think everyone can hear me without a mic. Uh, we'd like to welcome you, each and every one of you, and we'll get the program started right away with the Tri State Naval Ship presenting the flag.
Oh, God. Input. Forward. March. Present arms. Oh, God. Go. Present arms. Salute the rest. 2. Now face. Up.
We'll have the invocation by Chaplain Jimmy Tooley from 161.
Let us bow our heads. O sovereign ruler of the universe, who art the Lord of hosts and God of peace, without thee our efforts are vain. Continue thy blessing upon us and our families, we pray thee, and guide us during our deliberations. We beseech thee, O God, to bless the dependents of our departed comrades, and to comfort all who gave their loved ones to our nation's cause. Bless and strengthen the sick, the needy, and the afflicted. Bless, we ask thee, the widows and children in our national home, and help us fulfill their duty towards them. Continue thy favor upon our order, and help us to practice the spirit of true comradeship, both in our council and with the world at large. Enable us to better the community in which we live, through devotion to duty as citizens. We now have a moment of silent prayer for our departed comrades and for those missing in action and those held as prisoners of war. These and all other necessary blessings we ask of thee, mighty ruler of the universe. Amen. Amen. Yep.
pledge allegiance to the flag.
Color guard. Present arms.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Color guard. Left, right, face. Post colors. Now face. Forward march. Left, right.
Okay, you see it, please? I'd like to call Roger Fuller, Captain of the Tri-State Naval Ship.
You have to excuse me, I think my coat shrunk in the closet a little bit. Got a button in so I can breathe. I'd like to welcome everybody here. It's a fantastic turnout. One of our main goals in the VFW is to always remember. And we can't do that unless we get the people like this out here to help us. And it's heartfelt today. I'd like to welcome, well, Dennis Simmons is not here. I'd like to welcome Dave Gibbs in his place to say a few words.
Thank you, Roger. Good afternoon, comrades, sisters, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to commemorate Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, 1941. We all thank you for coming here to join us today. I would like to take a special opportunity to acknowledge some people that are here today. I'd like to acknowledge Carol Forbes. Her son right now is serving in Iraq. Barbara Santini, her son had served in Iraq also. Patrick McKean, also his son John had served in Iraq. And Charlie and Betty Prussia, their son who has served in Iraq at this time. Is there anyone else here who has family that has or is serving now in Iraq or Afghanistan?
Mine is
Over
in
here.
North Korea.
My son David Adams has been there and is going back. He's just been reactivated.
Okay. And Vince?
My grandson in off the coast of North Korea.
Okay. And also Gary Lafiore, his son was also in Iraq. We all today would like to thank those families that are making these sacrifices at this time. And I'd just like to thank again everyone that came today to help remember Pearl Harbor. Thank you, Roger.
I'd like to recognize and have him speak Mr. Gary Lafiore, Mayor of Port Jervis.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. And to all of those of you who served in our armed forces, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here, to live in a free country and to be able to represent the city of Port Jervis after a free election through the democratic process. It's your efforts that allow this to happen. As was mentioned, my son was in Iraq for almost a year, and prior to his being there, I always tried to empathize with folks that I spoke with who had loved ones over there, but the true feeling never hit home until he was actually there, and I got to talk to him and get the reports from Iraq. I myself never had the opportunity to be in the armed forces, but that doesn't mean that I don't support and actually envy those of you who have served, quite honestly. Pearl Harbor was several years before my birth. Read up on it, remember the history well. Those of you who were there and in the military at that time, God bless you all for your efforts and for everything that you have done, both for our country and for our community here in Fort Jervis. So again, I want to thank you all for the kind invitation to speak and wish you all well. God bless you and God bless America. Thank you.
I'd like to recognize John Thomas, Commander of the American Legion, Post 685. Is he here?
Whether we stand. Well, you have to excuse me, I'm very unprepared for this. All I can say is I want to thank everybody for showing up for this ceremony. And on behalf of myself and members of the American Legion 685, I'm grateful to have you. Thank you much.
I'd like to recognize John Dickerson, District 2 Commander. Mr. Edward Haddon, Maybrook Post. Mr. Dan Dwyer, past District Commander and State Public Relations Chairman.
Thanks for the elevation of office.
Mr. Wayne Decker, Orange County Legislator. Walter Hughes, representing the 82nd Airborne Chapter. Richard Gasman, Mayor of Matamoros. Okay, starting over here, we have Tony. We have okay. I'd like to recognize Charlene Flieger, the Tri-State Navy Ladies Auxiliary President. Steve Gibbs, Post 161, Ladies Auxiliary President. Also, we have some council members here of this fine Fort Jervis, Mr. Frank Bell. Marianne Schultz, Mr. Dennis Cunningham, and Mr. Henry Dunn, and Mr. James Siegel. Thank you all for coming. Okay, we have a special guest, Mr. Steve Brundage, State POW MIA Chairman.
I was told to keep this short and sweet. Seeing that so many people didn't show up, I can extend it a little bit. I do bring you greetings from our State Commander, Jim McNally, thanking you for what you're doing today. I would also like to say one thing. I think we should give a round of applause for the band. What a beautiful job they're doing. As some of you know, I've been here before in Port Jervis. I love coming here. Today I got to sit next to the mayor. Now when I go back home, it doesn't mean anything, but maybe the next time I come up. My friend Jim Longendike, I've known for many, many, many years. I learned from him. He taught me. We have sat through people talking for 20 minutes about nothing. We have learned short and sweet, and they'll remember you. So this will be short and sweet. Today we're here for Pearl Harbor. We must remember those that gave their lives. Something happened to me in my hometown of Yonkers. That's in New York, in case anybody doesn't know. An 8-year-old student came up to me at my job and handed me a picture that she drew of Pearl Harbor. I'm not going to describe the picture. What I was in awe about is that an 8-year-old did this. I was under the impression that there wasn't much history being taught in school anymore. I liked what I saw. We remember those that gave their lives in Pearl Harbor, but we do have to remember something else too. Let's remember the nurses, the doctors, the pilots that took off under enemy fire. Let's remember all that survived and have a story to tell. Let's remember all that survived and have a story to tell and have yet to tell it. Let's remember those people that did anything that they could to help someone from dying. Yes, we had many that gave their lives, but we have many that survived, many in different categories. Please don't forget them either. I wish to thank you for asking me to come here. This ceremony means a lot to young and old, and I appreciate being here. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Now we have a melody of Armed Forces songs from the band.
Let's see how many stand up for this song.
And now to our guest speaker, Mr. James Longendike of Kingston, past state commander, past state quartermaster, and presently New York's representative on the VFW's National Executive Council of Administration.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. When I talked to Vinny a couple of months ago, I had to come down in this area, and I said to him, with the service that's going on, who do you have be a guest speaker? He said, well, he says, I don't have anybody really. I said, well, you have one now, so being an Army man, I volunteered right away. I'm so happy to be here on this solemn day. I'm the Americanism chairman in my post in Kingston, New York. And I've been the Americanism chairman for some 30 years, and the only service I run is the Pearl Harbor service. And it's dear to my heart. When I first started running the service, we had 24 Pearl Harbor survivors. We now have 2. The years go by, these things happen. Health problems happen and so forth. But I would just like to make a few remarks on this solemn occasion by simply stating that in the spring of 1941, a Japanese tourist named Teiko Hishikawa arrived in Hawaii as a tourist. And what he did, he went around the island, conducted business, went about a daily routine. He was there 2 or 3 months. And what he did each day, he went to the same restaurant, he sat in the same seat, looking out the window. He would go there for lunch, he would go there for dinner. Every day, for 2 or 3 months. And what he would do, he would make mental sketches and go back to his apartment and start drawing the battle plan of Pearl Harbor for the Japanese attack. And he sat there making all these mental notes, made all these things, and when he went out in the morning, he would go to a different place every time. Military installations, airfields, things like that, barracks, fuel storage tanks, and so forth. And he would make all these notes and everything. He drew the whole attack plan. And on Sunday morning, December 7th, 1941, the first wave of planes come over the mountains. And they sat there like sitting ducks, the 7th Fleet. And then it happened. The attack commenced at approximately 7:55 a.m. The Imperial Japanese Navy launched their attack, surprise attack on the 7th Fleet at Pearl Harbor, resulting in more than 3,000 armed forces and civilian personnel killed with 1,300 wounded. The battleship Arizona, after a large bomb penetrated the number 2 gun turret exploding in the fuel cell, where 1.7 million pounds of gunpowder, black powder, was stored. They also destroyed the Oklahoma and the California. 4 battleships were severely damaged, along with 3 destroyers and the target ship Utah and a mine layer Aguilada. 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, 1 seaplane tender and a dry dock were damaged and later repaired. In all, 19 ships were damaged or lost. There was so many in the Navy that was killed on these ships. It was such a disgrace, a blow that this country has never survived. There was 97 Army aircraft lost, and the Japanese lost 28 aircraft with 3 midget submarines that were in the harbor with 1 torpedo designed for each ship that was moored in the harbor. At the same time, the Japanese forces were crippling the U.S. Pacific Fleet, where they launched surprise attacks on the American installations on the islands of Guam, Wake, and the Philippines. We are here once again today on the 64th anniversary to pay tribute to all these men and women who made the supreme sacrifice, a day in infamy that this country, I don't think, will ever survive from. as I said, I run the program in my post for some 30 years. So 3 years ago, my wife says to me, you run this program so many years, why don't we go to Hawaii? So we did. So I borrowed the money off my brother. And we went to Hawaii. So, and we milled around and everything. So then the morning came when we was going out to the Arizona. And while we was waiting for the tender to come in to get us, I saw this metal platform, and I'm a big man. I stood up on the platform, and I started looking around, and I could visualize what happened that day. Pearl Harbor, where the ships were located, are situated in a lagoon. All the ships were in pairs around there and everything, and I noticed that when we come in on the airplane, before the plane landed, I looked down there, I said, geez, I said, it looks the same right now as it did in 1941, only we didn't have the alarm systems like we got now. So, out to the Arizona we went. And my heart was broke. The memorial wall in there, I know a lot of you people probably been to Hawaii to see this, but the memorial wall with all those sailors laying on the wall in there, the names, inscriptions, and everything. And we had an incident there where one of these foreigners was there. It's supposed to be a solemn thing with silence. So she's making all these kinds of remarks and everything, and giggling and laughing. And then a tragic thing happened to her. I stepped on her foot. I said, she wants to giggle, I'm going to give her something to yap about. So as we got ready to come off on the tender to come back, one of the monitors there, when I went by him, he goes, thanks a lot, son. But I mean, it's just one of those things. And it's a day in infamy that this country will never forget. And I hope it never happens again. And what I'd like to do in my closing remarks is this. I have this short story of Arizona. I'd just like to go through this right here. It's only going to take me a couple minutes. The Arizona remembers. I can still see the morning sun as it rose over Diamond Head. My crew has just awakened and is getting ready for the formation on the foredecks. It is now 05:30 hours. The day is bright and clear. Breakfast is being served in the mess hall, and my insides are coming to life as all activities aboard me are increasing. The colors are being hoisted up my stern. It is now 0600 hours. Assembly is being called. All hands on deck. Morning formation. It's roll call now, and the chaplain is waiting to say the Sunday services. It is now 0700 hours. The date is Sunday, December 7th, 1941. My name is the Arizona, the mightiest of the 7th Fleet. My home is in Pearl Harbor, and my men and my family are here, for they gave me life. Today is a lax day for the Sunday morning. Only a skeleton crew to take care of my boilers and engines. My crew hasn't left yet for their liberty of day. They are squaring away before leaving. It is now 0745 hours. I sense there is some danger, but I cannot say a word, for I cannot speak. I hear the laughter as the men are leaving. It is now 0755 a.m. Suddenly, over Diamond Head comes wave after wave of airplanes. Are they ours? I don't know. My alarm goes off. General quarters. The klaxon sounds the dong. Dong, dong, dong of the alarm. The laughter stops and the men are racing for their battle stations. Something is falling. It is piercing my back. It goes below and explodes in my fuel tanks. Oh God, I'm on fire. My bridge and forecastle are ripped apart. I'm sinking. This cannot be. I'm the sight of all Navy men that want to see me. I can feel the water rushing in my back, and it's broken. I'm settling in the mud. Can this be? Am I dead? Is my family safe? Will it really end this way? My decks are already buckling from the heat of the burning fuel. No, another hit. Oh my God, another hit. I'm not moving, and neither is my family, for half are ashore, and the rest are here with me, where they will always remain in the Navy. 1,100 men who will always remember December 7th, 1941. We still hoist the flag, and still sound reveille, and still stand watch, for we are one and the same. Never to part, never to see the sun or live on the land, for we are the eternal Navy, only to known but to God on this one ship. We are the men of the Arizona. I wanted to end this remark with this tribute because my neighbor was on the Arizona. I was only 1 year old. I was born in 1940. He was on that ship. And every once in a while, I like to remember Bobby Libby because he made the supreme sacrifice for this great nation so we can live in freedom. Thank you.
Okay, please rise for our final memorial tribute to those fine Americans who served and died at Pearl Harbor. Color guard, prepare to get the colors. Retrieve the colors. Retrieve the colors. Now face. Present arms. Color guard, prepare to retire the colors. Forward, march.
At this time, I wish to thank everyone who has come to the ceremony, all those who have pitched in and gave us a hand, and I want to give a special thanks to Dan Dwyer. He has advised me, and he has given me some good advice too. So Dan, I salute you and thank you. We'd like to thank the Broom Street Band for the beautiful music. I don't think we can support them enough because they've been with us now for years. Every time we ask them for some music for our program, they've been here, and we really appreciate it. We appreciated Dave Gibbs and his 161 that we can hold our ceremony here, and we hope it continues in the past. We'd like to thank my guest speaker here from Jim coming down and Steve from Staten Island.
Close anyway.
No, I'm sorry, I thought it was a suburb of
New York
Port
anyway.
And Captain Roger Fuller invites each and every one of you up to the naval ship for refreshments. And at any time, we are trying to get our Veterans Parade and the Armors Parade bigger, and it's up to each and every one of you. This is a community affair. It's not just us who've been in service, fine, but you are part of us, you are part of America. Join in, get us going. Let us get this affair bigger and bigger each year. And that, I think, would be the most, the greatest thing you could do for our veterans today. Get out, support them with our parades and anything else. Both clubs, as you know, are 100% community, 100% veteran, and we'll do anything we can that is within our reach. So again, I want to thank each and every one of you. Stan and his wife has donated their time and from the families and everything to be here with us. And so if I missed anybody, I will still say thanks everybody. God bless. May you have a happy, prosperous New Year and Christmas. Thank you.
Nice meeting you, sir. Welcome to Port Jervis anytime.
Thank you for watching Port Jervis Deer Park Television.
my wife and I. about emergency situations, people getting in and out.
Fire codes too. But you could probably put like another row here.
Yeah, but I'd rather wait until we see how things go.
Yeah. And you can put probably another row in the back, right?
Yeah, we don't have any chairs now.
Oh. Yeah, because you would still have an aisle if you put another row back here. Because you're definitely going to fill this church, there's no doubt.
Maybe I'll bring those other ones over and just send them back.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need this.
But that won't bother. And we still got the side aisles.
What year was this church built?
It was built originally in 1892.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, how many you got?
Just one more after this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that one nose for the gas station. That's all he's got? 75 feet. 60 minimum. But there's gonna be way too many connectors, there's gonna be a lot of loss. Does he have long, RCA cables? RCA? So 5 of those
These two here are long savings.
with an adapter at the end?
Oh, they don't see it? You got it?
No, we're bringing them over. And these are to be, I guess.
Yeah. And then an adapter goes from RCA to male,
That's what these were set up for.
uh,
Thank you very much.
Yep, thank you.
That's correct. That would be the best way. And Walmart didn't have anything? All right, well, we'll have to try that, get, 5 12-footers. All right, and 4 adapters and, connectors. And, well, I have a connector in my pocket, so you don't need, I have a connector in my coat, so you only need 3 connectors. You need an adapter to go from RCA to, phone. Okay?
Turn off the lights that we're gonna use so that, it'll give me an idea of how it's gonna project.
There's not much we can do about that. Unless, if we were over here, over here, we would get less window.
How about trying it in the aisle? Can you,
From which aisle?
you know, if you,
Oh, we could do it from that aisle and push it down. We could do that.
just as long as you try not to be too obvious, you know.
I think this will be all right here. If camera operator sat there, it wouldn't be in anybody's way. Or if we stood here, we would only take up 1 seat.
Well, I don't think that's the problem, you know, 1 or 2 seats. The window's the problem.
But this angle here is much, much better.
You need a little more room.
Yeah. And then when you zoom in, go up a little bit.
Yeah, when you zoom in,
Keep out of the window a little bit.
yeah, which will be right there. Let's see how that works.
You have enough line to bring it down and tape it and bring it back up?
Yeah, it's
Maybe-
fine.
Yeah, maybe we better do that. People are gonna be banging. Hi, Peter.
Hello.
Is it any lighter though? Is it still dark? So maybe what we need is a cloudy day. Just need a cloudy day. Just a little bit more.
Want some more? Wait a minute. Give us some more.
Well, we could tape it to the inside of that step too, if we have to. Or,
I
yeah,
tell you, I sort of like to keep it up on
all right.
high in here, because I don't think anybody's gonna bother it. And, oh, can you get to the top of the door?
Good?
Hey, I'm gonna look.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you almost have to get that end window out if you can. Can you swing it over to get it out? And still get the podium?
Yeah, right there. See what that looks like.
Because that window, it just
Yeah.
sticks right out. last night, we would have pitted ourselves about the effect of the window.
You're right. So let's get this up higher. That's good. Right there. Okay. Check that out.
You know, what's funny, telephoto lenses really play tricks on you.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Oh, it's in the back.
Oh, way over there,
Yeah,
yeah?
it's in the back. I couldn't understand
Yeah, you're right.
because it's not normally over there.
Oh, it's not?
No, that's usually on the altar here, but at Christmas time, they got the Christmas decorations, and they put that over there.
I see.
Okay. That's it. Actually, I can take that down, and it'll take some of the white out of it, too. I can do that. But let me I'll check with my wife on that one.
I'll bring a little rug, and we can put a rug right here
Okay.
over the top of that. So we need a rug. Rug. What else do we need?
The big screen.
Look at that. Screen. Oh, speakers.
Yeah, speakers, and the audio hookup.
Yeah, she's getting that. They didn't have any long wires, so I have to use whatever she needs. Oh, wait, she has this. What's this here? No, it's a little short. This junk she brought. What's this one? That one? No, that's coax. I know that stuff home until actually.
I forgot about audio, that's it. I didn't bring them along.
And here's one more.
They're all big ones. What's that one? This is good, how long is this? Short? It might work. We could if we had different adapters, but let's see what she brings. Well, we'll see what she brings. I have stuff at home too.
Just make sure she gets it back. That's a double?
Yeah, put that back in your box for now.
Oh, I see, it splits out,
Yeah, it's for, it should be red and black.
and it's one feed,
That's called stereo, mono stereo.
oh, all right. I see it's got the, like a duplex plug there, or whatever. But whatever you take out of there, make sure you get back, because my wife is shooting.
Yep. Sharon never wraps her cables, she's supposed to wrap them.
Well, I think I'm gonna run home.
All right.
And I'll be back if you need something.
Okay, thank you. Need a lot more room.
We're good.
If we go here, people can walk under, right?
I would do it the way he has.
We don't have enough cables, Jimmy. We need another 10 feet in there. Well, maybe we do. We might have enough. Don't hook it up, because I'm gonna have to pull it back. Go from here.
Don't hook it up where? On that thing on the window?
You have to
All
pull
right,
it back.
I'll come over here. I'll take it back off.
Oh, wait, it's behind this coat.
This is as far as you can go on here.
That invites.
There are a couple that are kind of long, but I don't think we have an adapter. Oh, you have an adapter, right?
Yeah. Oh, here's more wires, Sharon.
Oh.
No more.
No? Okay, sorry.